Hi everyone, I'm Ryan. You're watching 60 Cycle Hum, and I've got a fresh box of cheap stuff from Amazon for the Affordaboard. No, they're not Amazon pedals. There's some new brand called Dolomo? Dolamo? I don't know how to pronounce it. Dolomo. We've got to figure it out at some point in this video, or it'll be a big mystery. A few people have messaged me about these being a new pedal that's available on the market. I have a feeling I'm gonna have to zoom my camera out here. There we go. So I thought people are chattering about this. Might as well throw some Patreon money into Jeff Bezos' pocket and try them out. So what do we have here? A bunch of different model numbers that mean nothing. D4, D14, D12, D9, and D8. This is a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be based on the product photos on Amazon. I mean, once I saw these boxes, I knew they would be smaller, but I assumed these were going to be more like full-size K-line pedals. Interesting feeling box, too. There's something about the metal of it that feels different than a normal pedal. Not sure how to describe that. This is going to be a bright one. Whoa, gotta love that neon. Hot damn, that's a bright delay. So this is the distortion, obviously. This is a delay. Geez, I kind of doubt the camera's going to be able to pick up that color. It is the most ridiculous neon limeish yellow I've ever seen on a pedal. A green overdrive with 3 knobs. Interestingly, I think there's another overdrive here. And this one is the one that is listed as being a tube screamer style pedal in the Amazon description. I think these are all like 30 bucks each too. But this one's got 4 knobs, but it claims to be the tube screamer. I don't think so. Green and 3. Another distortion. One of these is supposed to be a regular distortion. One's supposed to be a metal distortion. You'd think the black would be the metal. But I vaguely remember when ordering it that the red was listed as the metal. But also, this was listed as a tube screamer. So, who knows, right? They could be anything. Oh man, the power is all the way down here. Just put it up here, guys. Even up on the top side would be nice, but down here, jeez. That's always a pain in the butt. All right, all set up and ready to go. In Affordaboard tradition, I'm going to use an affordable guitar. Today, I'm going to use the Squier Starcaster. Honestly, I think this is the best Squier I've ever encountered in my entire life. They just knocked it out of the park with the Starcaster. So there's that. That's how I feel about this guitar. All right, clean signal. That was all my pickup settings, and now you know everything you need to know about my signal path here. All right, let's get into it. We'll start with the yellow overdrive. Everything is off. Let's take it up to noon. Whoa, right off the bat, it's kind of like subtle, warm, transparent sort of thing. I like that grit too. It's got a fairly kind of medium to loose grit. I've barely done anything and already I think I like this pedal a lot. Check out the gain range. Yeah, even all the way up, this is not a high gain pedal. This is a low to low mid gain sort of thing. Is this a Klon? Is this a Klon cologne? It would be weird for a Klon clone to have, you know, 2 EQ controls, but I'm kind of getting that vibe off of it, that, you know, make you sound betterer sort of vibe on the low gain settings. I think that sounds very nice. Yeah, there's a always on pedal for you. I'm impressed. Right off the bat, I am impressed with this first pedal. Not a tube screamer. I'm not getting a tube screamer vibe from that. Green, 3 knob guy here. Take it up to noon. Will I be impressed with the green one? That sounds like a tube screamer. Yeah, that's a tube screamer for sure. It's got that fizzy, like kind of high mids focused kind of hump to the EQ. I'm not sure this is, you know, my favorite tube screamer ever. I'm not really a tube screamer connoisseur in any sort of way. If it's doing it for you, let me know down in the comment section. I need to do a great big affordable green overdrive shootout in the future to figure out the king of the affordable tube screamers. Distortion. Take everything to noon here. Is this going to be metal? Is this going to be a rat? Is this going to be another Sure Riot? I honestly have no idea. like I'm going out of tune. It happens to the best of us. When the distortion's all the way up, it sounds like it's overloading something. It almost sounds like a speaker flub, but my amps aren't nearly loud enough to be flubbed right now. So there's something going on within the signal of the circuit that's causing this. Do you hear that? It's like this low frequency kind of ring that's happening, and it kind of pulls back when I pull back the distortion a bit. Maybe that's something you like, but it's a little bit annoying to me. I'm getting a modified Rat vibe from this. The presence control paired with the tone control seems to be pretty usable. How light does it go? Actually, pretty damn light. I was not expecting that. I kind of like that. I like how light it gets and kind of turns into a very light overdrive. And then rides this very crispy, like torn speaker kind of edge. I like that. That's my flavor right there. I know it's not a tone that most people are into, but I like that very loose grit, like kind of like crackly speaker sort of sound. And the low setting distortion on that does it for me. I'm still guessing modified Rat. I think that's what's going on here. So this I'm expecting to be a metal distortion now. Again, goes all the way clean with the gain control down. A ton of headroom on that pedal. More of that flub. What if that's something that's just always there and today's the only day that I notice it? That is very interesting. I was expecting a Metal Zone, even HM2 style, like DOD, like death metal, over the top Angry Bees sort of distortion here. HM2 might be closer. It might be closer. It's more of that woody kind of mid-barky classic rock kind of high gain. So far, these are a lot more restrained and a lot more balanced than I was expecting them to be. I mean, new brand, never heard of them before. Kind of a small pedal case. Guitar pick in the logo. I wasn't expecting a lot. But they actually seem like they're somewhat mature effects. They're more mature than I was expecting. I have no complaints there. Let's check out the range of the tone control. To me, the range kind of tops out about there, and then everything past that I'm not really interested in, but there's plenty to work with across most of the range of the gain control there. Gets super, super clean, which is wild for a metal distortion. All right, on to the delay. We'll see, right? So far, all these have been really damn decent. Interesting. Lots of repeats there. I don't have the repeats even all the way up. But they keep going and going and degrading into digital noise. No self-oscillation. There it is. How long is that repeat? Feels long. Feels over half a second. Or maybe close to it. It might be like 450, 550 milliseconds, 600 milliseconds, somewhere in that range. Can we cheat it into being a reverb? Not quite. I think it's a completely functional delay. It does a fairly, unique kind of oscillating spaceship sort of noise thing where it degrades into this clippy kind of digital thing, but not in the same way some of the other digital cheap delays I've messed with have, where it chops it up into like segments and samples. It is doing like this interesting hybrid of what I'd expect out of a digital pedal and an analog pedal. Not totally sure what's going on there, but it seems to work. All these pedals have a really nice range across their knobs. None of them are jumping or doing weird things or having like a super limited range with any of the knobs. Things that, those are issues that I've run into with various affordable pedals over my experience across this series. My first impressions are strong with this brand. I didn't get everything. I think they have a bass EQ pedal and a chorus pedal. I'm kind of feeling over chorus pedals at the moment, so I didn't get that. Yeah, that sounds different to me. I love the color of this thing. That neon yellow is just awesome. All right. Let's stack them. I feel like this should be after the Tube Screamer. Let's correct that. Tube Screamers tend to be helper drives. They like to be before things. They give a nice mid-humped push into various other drives and other sounds. Kind of a utility drive in that way. Definitely one of those circuits where I never think a Tube Screamer sounds good at home, but then in a mix with a band, with other pedals, they do something magical. They just do. I don't know with that one. I like it with the black distortion. I think it does something fun with the yellow overdrive, but I didn't really like it with the red distortion. To me, I think this is the best of the bunch. There's something that I connect with here. I think I'm gonna test it out against the light drive that's on the afforderboard here in a minute. The metal distortion. Actually, I think there's something there. It's a more subdued version of a metal distortion, but in my opinion, it's the correct kind of a metal distortion in that it's not trying to be, you know, everything that happens in a metal distortion kind of rig. It's not the amp sound plus the distortion pedals plus compressors and everything else resulting in this wall of bees sort of thing. It is an ingredient for a metal rig, and I think it has some merit just in kind of its EQ range and in its gain range. And then the delay, it's a delay. If you want a bright neon yellow delay that sounds fine, does a little bit of a crispy, kind of degraded breakup in an analog sort of way, while still having quite a bit of repeats. It doesn't get super dark and fall apart on like the second or third repeat the way a lot of analog delays can. I think there's something there. I think there's something to that, but I don't think that's going to make it onto the affordable just yet anyways. There she is, the affordable. The affordable, of course, is the ultimate collection of my favorite pedals I've encountered so far in this series. Get it all in there. The Cuvave Fuzz, the Iset Flanger, the Amazon Basics Distortion from the last episode, the Sonic Cake Blue Screamer, which is what I'm going to shoot out against this right here, the Donner Tap Delay, the Moskai Spring Reverb has not been dethroned yet, and the Valiton Wave Shaker Vintage Tremolo, out of production. It just happens to be the tremolo that I prefer for the affordable. All right, let's try out the Blue Screamer, and then we'll compare it to the Dolomo Overdrive. Actually, let's get that in there first. Interestingly, they have a similar sort of like drive grit character to them. Different EQ sounds though. This is more tightly mid-focused, more nasal sounding. This is more open sounding, which is what I tend to prefer. Yeah, they do sound very similar, don't they? But I do prefer the EQ from this. So we're gonna boot the Sonic Cake, and I'm gonna change the order of my board a little bit. I'm gonna put the Amazon Distortion after my low gain overdrive here. I need to get Velcro on some of these. Now we'll go through the whole affordable Cuvave Fuzz at the beginning. Iset Flanger, how I like to pronounce it. Amazon Basics Distortion. Donner tap delay. You can go in reverse if you want. Hearing a mistake in reverse is always a special treat. Most guys spring reverb. And of course, the Valaton Wave Shaker. That's enough of that. All right. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, dislike, leave me rude and nasty comments. Subscribe to the Affordable playlist so that you get notifications every time there's a new Affordable video. And you know what? Stay grounded. Bye, everybody.